What's interesting to me, you have the Nine of Swords, which is my card of extreme worry and stress. You know, you can't rest because you have so many things on your mind, on your plate, that you're just in constant worry. A lot of mental activity happens with the Nine of Swords. However, you know, when I look at the other cards from the other decks, they're overwhelmingly positive. So, I mean, it could be the case of some good news that comes in and is quite informative and enlightening, because you do have Judgment here. So Judgment is my awakening card. Sometimes it represents itself as big news, as I've already mentioned. Just things coming into light. You know, you can't hide from Judgment, much like you can't hide from the Tower and Death and all that. Usually Judgment is the easier of those three, I would say, in terms of it represents change for sure. It is dramatic energy for me usually, but it's one of the better ones. Like on its own, you know, the Tower on its own probably leans towards negative. Judgment for me usually leans towards positive. So anyway, there could be, you know, you could be hearing from someone as well that is a big deal for you, because it is Judgment. So this person could be someone that you haven't heard from in some time, or that you were hoping to hear from. Maybe you couldn't for whatever reason. And it's most likely this Emperor, who is an older male figure. This could be a boss. This could be, in terms of work, anyone in a high level position, an older man. Could be a father figure, member of the family. I always usually see him, though, as substantially older. He's either the one who is providing the enlightenment information or reaching out in some way, or you're hearing about him. For whatever reason, whatever you do here does, as I said, cause some stress here with the Nine of Swords. Maybe this is butterflies. Maybe this is anxiety, too, where you just can't rest easy because you're expecting something to happen, but you have to wait, or someone's, you know, going to come by. And again, there's this need to be face to face with them. Meanwhile, you're just like restless. You're incredibly restless with the energy of the Nine of Swords. We'll see what the clarifiers say, but energies from the other two decks are nice, in my opinion. From the love message, we have Hermit, Ace of Cups, just put it into focus, Nine of Cups. Now, for some of you that are not in a relationship, a potential partner could be coming up with the Ace of Cups. You could find that you have an emotional connection with someone. It could be very satisfying or turn out to be satisfying by the end of December, or at least early January. On some level, this might feel like you're getting your wish. Of course, it's early days, so that's yet to be confirmed, but it might feel that way nonetheless. With the Hermit here, you're either just thinking about a new romance or spending a lot of time thinking about this person, this connection, and are very happy about it. Some of you might be thinking about the prospect of being in a relationship, being official, and that excites you. Now, if you're already in a relationship, there could be something else going on between you and your partner. This represents births at times, or just an outpouring of affection or emotion that's happening between you and your partner. Whatever the case may be, the end result is quite fulfilling with the Nine of Cups. Maybe on some level you were hoping for some sort of deep bond with whomever you're with, and it seems like you're getting that within the month of December. And I'm doing these a little bit late because time, really, so this can seep into January for sure. The overall outcome for the month, we have the Devil. We have the Empress, and I love this combo, especially on the sexual level. This is like passion, confidence, sexiness. This is just the overall vibe for the month, so that can represent how you're feeling. You know, the Devil in this deck is clearly engaged there's engaged in passionate embrace. I guess that's my nice way of saying it. So for some, there's a possibility where a situation you might involve yourself in, most likely it goes into the sexual connection with someone, that can involve or result in a pregnancy with the Empress there, or it can just simply mean that the overall outcome for this month is this is a very passionate month for you. You're putting in the effort. You're feeling strong, confident. You've got the will and determination. You're committed as well, I feel, with the Devil and the Empress. And if in terms of love, this could represent committing yourself to a partner and being, again, engaged in some deep bond of sorts. Some of you might find yourselves attached to a goal. Like there's something you really want to accomplish. I believe with the Empress here, you're going to do whatever it takes to make something manifest and grow. That's what she does. However, you might do so to the level of others thinking, oh my God, you're obsessed with this idea or this plan, or you're utilizing up all your time, again, involved in something. There's a little bit of addiction happening here, or, being fixated on something and really wanting to get something done at whatever cost. I do see that with this combo as well. But overall, I like it. Okay, so let's see one for judgment. This could be someone returning. It came out reversed. It could be someone returning after a couple of years away, a couple of years of not having heard from them, knowing where they are. Some of you might hear that someone is actually leaving as well. Again, this is most likely a close contact, someone that you're close to, because if it wasn't, you probably wouldn't react in the Nine of Swords way. Maybe some of you might be finding out someone was let go as well, and that person's influence on you is quite strong. So them not being with you in, let's say, work, that in itself is a stress factor. Maybe, someone is, maybe some of you are being let go too, although the overall vibe looks nice for the other cards. It could be for the best. Let's see the Nine of Swords. Ace of Wands. I don't think the majority are being let go. If anything, I think you're leaving for another opportunity. You could just be stressed out about it because it's new. And, with new things come fears and anxieties and all that. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? But it's something that is an opportunity that you would want, you'd feel excited about with the Ace of Wands there. I don't know why I'm still shuffling these. I pretty much got what I wanted. But yeah, I think that maybe on some level there is an opportunity there, but you think that because you can't start right away or you can't take it right away, it might be taken from underneath you with the Seven of Swords, or you don't know if it's a real thing as well. It's like, is this a real opportunity I'm being given here? Or am I going to be shafted and then, joke's on me sort of thing? I think it's real though. All right, so in terms of love, I kind of don't want to... What's the Hermit? I'll do the Hermit. Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles can be someone that's reaching out to you, someone you've come into contact with. That is the romantic interest. If you're already in a relationship, this can be, something that's being brought up by your partner, the invitation to move in, in terms of a conversation, this would be an important conversation in my mind. It would be a long one, a deep one about where are we going next? What should we plan for? What do you want to do? And when I say that, I mean, what if we live together, et cetera, et cetera. It's those type of conversations that I'm seeing if you're in a relationship. With the High Priestess, I feel like on some level you might know this is coming. If you're single, though, I think that this represents going with your instincts towards someone that you're speaking to as a potential romantic interest. And I feel like with the other two cards that this person feels legitimate, that you could actually date them and maybe see something going on there that could be long-standing. Hence why we have the Ace of Cups and then the 9 right next to it. Let's get one for our sexy duo here. Wheel of Fortune. Overall theme is very nice. I mean, it's about, again, luck, confidence, manifestation, growth. All those keywords come to mind. The Devil, I only see it as, in some ways, this represents passion, having passion with a potential partner or even a business venture or anything, or just exhibiting a lot of passionate energy on the outside. And at the worst, the only negative, I don't see it as a negative, honestly. You could just be attached to your dreams and goals for the moment, where other people are giving you a hard time, but screw them, do what you want. So anyway, let's get a oracle for love. This deck wants to be a downer. Okay, deception. All right. Terrible shuffling with you guys. I don't even know which one to take. I'm going to take these two that flipped. Okay, you have deception here. So in terms of relationship, if you're already in one, there could be that the person that you're with, or even yourself, you're not necessarily admitting all the details in regards to how you're feeling. Maybe someone, again, is offering you something, is saying like, oh, we should move in, and, you're afraid of it, or you're not 100% on board, and you're not saying that you are. That could be what I see here. Now, that could be in reverse, that the other person isn't being totally truthful about their feelings with you. I don't necessarily think that this is red flag, downer card, because the others are too nice for me to let that card override them. With this deck, too, we have a new chapter. And we have devotion. So relationship, I think of the world, is going from one level to the next. I keep sticking with moving in together as a next level. Doesn't have to be that specifically, but it's something that makes your relationship feel more solid, more committed, that makes you feel more secure, and that if it's going somewhere, if that's something that you care about. For others that are not in a relationship at all at this time, again, with the Ace, I see opportunity there. You might not trust the person in particular, or you just might feel like there's a flag here or there, or they might not be completely truthful. I feel like with this combination, you're heading into, again, a new chapter, essentially, with someone who is willing to commit to you. And it might not be long before you realize that. Now, I know a lot of people see the Devil as toxic, and I do in some cases myself, and that is very well the case some of the time, but I do feel like it could just simply represent this deep attachment, this deep bond that you've had, again, to someone. It could have been for many years, someone that you've known since a child and whatnot. And they're resurfacing, as I said. I don't see that as a negative thing. Of course, we see what the clarifiers say. I just feel like the bond is returning, reestablishing itself, and stronger in a way. With the other deck, we have the Princess of Cups, otherwise known as the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. And in an overall, there is nice energy here. There's a feeling of independence. It could be as well that you're getting some form of offer in the week at some point that ties into money or makes you feel luxurious, makes you feel satisfied, especially financially, but doesn't have to be. There is a confident level with the Nine of Pentacles that I just see it as someone, again, who is feels free, independent, established, and just well off. So any form of news can come in that just enhances this feeling that you have or create it. But you can definitely be receiving good news tied to work or money as an overall element this week. All right, so let's clarify the devil here. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. So perhaps this connection on some level you are cautious of. Maybe your experience has told you there's a need to be careful because you know what it's like. So you're kind of treading on eggshells. You're not sure. You're contemplating if it's worth it. You're almost afraid of this connection coming back. I wouldn't even say almost. You are afraid of the connection returning. Maybe it had an impact on your behavior and you've changed in some way for this person or this connection, and you've released yourself since, and you're afraid of kind of like going back into the rabbit hole. Yeah, and that's what I think the Six of Swords is saying, that you've moved on successfully from a situation. You were able to deal with the fact that your connection with that person, has gone away. It was time to move forward. It's possible that you move forward with another person or just move forward in life in general. And there is a hesitance towards reconnecting here. All right, let's get the Six of Cups. Seven of Wands. On some level, all right, fine. On some level, you're fighting it. You're fighting going back to this person or connecting to this person. I think that you will have words. You will have an association with this past contact. But at the same time, you're going to find yourself defensive or standing your ground or saying, I think it's better that it stays only on this level, something like that. It might even feel like you want to hit the brakes and your emergency sirens are going off, as they are here in my apartment. All right, what can you expect overall? You might need to spend a lot of time thinking about it because you're so unsure. You know what your past experience was like. You got the flags raising, the red flags raising, so you need to spend time by yourself to really think about the situation and if you want to even go there this week. All right, you want to come out. Four of Swords came out. I didn't really think about any of these two cards, so I'll say this is more of an addition. I do feel like this week will be heavy on relaxation, possibly spending some time alone or just recovering from the holidays. And it could be that you are taking yourself out to a spa or some form of luxurious treatment, because I still see that with the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe someone's paid for you or you're just able to do it on your own time with your own money. But there is relaxation and recovery that's tied to the overall energy for the week. All right, let's just get one. A Fool. I think with the Fool, it did immediately come out reverse, and I'm kind of thinking it that way. I think there is a new fresh start that presents itself towards you this week. It could relate to work. It could relate to any aspect of your life. Definitely the past coming in and trying to offer a fresh start. However, I feel that you're assessing the risk involved and are not quite ready to, do the Fool's jumping off the canyon mountaintop ledge and taking that risk yet. You need to think about it first. And I feel that's the case with the Four of Swords, the Hermit,